Must we part?
My mom shut her eyes, and I knew the answer. I started to cry, too.
I am so sorry. It's the only way I can protect you. I will go far away, so if they find me, they will never find you. Remember the game of wilderness?
We'd play wilderness in the summers. Start with the tunnel, reach the fields, and then try to survive outdoors for as long as we could. 14 days was the longest we usually did. I always felt we could go on for months and months with our conjuring abilities.
You were training me.
How clever.
She opened her eyes, tears flowing, and they met mine.
As always.
But it wasn't about being clever. It was about being an adult. Because in that moment, there was no more place for childish things. I would have to live differently from now on. I could no longer be a kid, careless, blissful. Something inside me had awoken, and it would never go back to sleep.
How long?
I asked. She smiled, recognizing the change in me, the acceptance that it took to ask such a question. As long as you can. She looked back at Liliway, where the men now set our house on fire. Villagers were there too, revolting, but they held them back.
I had hoped to teach you the ways of the world myself, but now you must learn them the hard way, on your own, from experience. You'll have to master your magic. Your elements will protect you. Ether will be the hardest one for you to master, because nobody has it. Only us. I've met only one other Fae in my entire life with it. You will have to search hard for that knowledge.
But how?
In spellbooks. They sell them in the market sometimes, or in libraries.
She stopped when a vision suddenly came to her through her own etheric element, and her eyes glowed. I asked, but she didn't tell me what it was. Then she asked me for a name I would choose for myself.
Freya,
I replied.
Freya,
She repeated, imprinting it on her heart.
and where will you go?
I asked.
to another land, Unseelie.
What?
It's the only way, my Abanala. I must establish a new identity for myself, where nobody would think to look for me.
I shook my head.
No. No, you cannot do that.
The border has been calm these past few months. I will cross by the end of the week. I will be safe there. And you must stay here, Abba, Freya. Live off the land and your food and clothes, conjuring as you travel far from Liliway. Never return.
We were both in tears, deep ones.
Will I see you again?
Of course you will. When you are ready, come. But not before that. I will leave you a message to let you know I've succeeded in establishing a new identity for myself and moved farther south.
She took a stick and drew an olive kernel with a down-pointing arrow on the ground.
And how will I find you?
She looked down.
That, I don't know. But I saw it in a vision. You met me again when you were much older.
So you knew we would part?
She nodded.
I just didn't think it would happen when you are so young. But things have their own way.
She glanced back at our farm that now burned brightly.
We can't linger. You must go. Learn your skills. Become strong. Our ways must part.
I nodded.
No matter what, do whatever it takes to survive. Promise me that.
I promise.
My dear.
Her voice broke.
You will now sadly learn the value of secrets and lies, like I have. Freya. Your name is the first lie, but it will become a new truth.
She hugged me tightly, and then forced herself to let me go, so that she could leave and find her way to the roads. But I stopped her.
Who are these people?
She shook her head.
The less you know, the better. This dies with me.